Good morning, everyone. We'll wait for some time, okay? Everybody check this parameter creation. Is the created it ever? This one. Any queries on this topic? Can you hear me? Everyone check this one. How to create it? And what is the purpose of creating this parameter? Still, any clarities or else something required? So I just want to give an explanation again. So this parameter, right? Assume that at the point of end user, okay? Suppose he want to see the sales with a 13% discount. Instead of creating a new measure, okay, example, new measure and try to add it as an, which is a static number. I can get it as an total sales and after discount with 13%, this is the line. So you have tried to create multiple measures as per their requirement. Instead of that, we are providing a functionality to the customer point of view where they can try to slice down as per their discount which they are trying to provide. Okay, that is the main aim. To get this done, where we are going to create this parameter, click on this modeling part here, tab, new parameter, numeric range. We have to specify the range here. So if you are going with the decimals, try to submit the minimum value and the maximum value, incremental value too. Okay. So whenever you're creating a parameter, automatically a slider will be get appear on your reporting canvas in center. Along with that, a table, okay, just a calculated table, it will be get created. So backend formula for this, generate a series of negative to the positive discount value, right? And 0.01. Okay. So it will be get generated in this way. After that, along with that sales discount, there is a measure too. Okay, this is my column. And there is one measure, sales discounted value. The selected value. So we are trying to select, right? We're selecting something on this parameter. This is the slider we're selecting. So this particular measure, right, selected value of sales discount, we have to incorporate in our total sales. That's what I did. So here, our calculation is simple. Total sales, I'm just trying to multiplying with 1 plus. Okay, this is my main measure, parameter measure. Sales discount, sales discounted value. Okay, this is my parameter measure. I'm just trying to incorporate into my discount. So how can we use it? So currently you are using one plus. So in the requirements part, we will get this. So what they're expecting, we have to multiply or else subtract or else plus addition of constant value. We have to get this requirement from the end user. Okay. Once you created a parameter, currently I am using this is a normal usage. One plus the created measure value, the parameter measure value I'm passing here. So after that, right, we just try to drag and drop this new measure into a calculation. That's it. Okay. Still any questions, concerns? Any clarity required? So this is for the sales amount and I have created for the quantity as well. The next page. So there is no discount means zero. Suppose if you can start providing some increase of the quantity of this 8%. Okay. You can see the differences between total quantity and increased quantity of value. Okay. Both you can observe. Fine. Any questions here? Parameter creation. Any questions? Fine then. So I'll just try to remove it. So as I said, right, I will just try to use this as a duplicate page. Okay. Quantity view. And these pages, I'm trying to hide it. Okay. I don't want to showcase to my customer. I'm just trying to hide these pages. These pages are not required. I'm just trying to hide. And I've used this template. At the top, we have created some template, right? I've just tried to copy this template. So what is the sync option? Why we are getting the sync option? What is the purpose of sync? We are getting an option, right? If I'm trying to copy the slices from another page to this current page, we are getting something like a sync. What is the meaning? See this. I mean, this one. What is this? It's transfer. Important functionality. So if I'm trying to do the slicer on this page, I mean phase two, this page, automatically whatever the slices you have applied in the previous page, that will be reflected on this new page. Sync the slicer. So the functionality is very important on the customer point of view. They don't want to select the same selection of slices, okay, categories in new pages too. They want to see the same selection. So in that kind of a scenario, we have to make use of sync slicer functionality. Suppose they're not interested, they don't want to use the same selection criteria and they want to do some new selection, then we have to make use of don't sync option. So this part we already discussed in the last project. Fine. Cities, let me add one more category here, customer category name. One more slicer I will try to add it, that is date slicer, so that it looks good. Date slicer. So as discussed, right, for date slicer, we have multiple functionalities, like we can add to and fro, selection series, between range, vertical list, list in the sense this is the list. So we cannot go with this list of dates. So most of the time we will try to make use of, we are using a date functionality as a slicer. We will use this between range where we can see both the left hand side and right hand side navigation as per the customer point of view. We can make use of it. Okay. Change the title of it. Or here itself we can change it. I'm just trying to align it properly. Align in the top, distribute horizontally so that we will get some equal space between each and every other. Fine. Up to this part, this page, sales view page, is that clear, or else anything that I need to just give a quick recap? Up to this part, do you have a clarity or else something? I just want to give it clarity, or it maybe on this parameter, or else the cards, KPI cards that we created, or maybe the still any confusion on the template that we designed. Is that clear? This page. Can I expect this from your end on this week? We have used the KPI cards here. Why it is a KPI card means I want to compare it with the current year value with the previous year in a same card at a glance. In that kind of a scenario, I have used KPI card visualization. This is not a normal default card. We discussed this default card in the previous phase one side, right? I mean, even in the previous examples too. It will not accept more than one KPI, key performance indicator. Okay, if you are using a default card. So for comparison or else at a time glance, if you want to visualize, I'm using here KPI card. And this is a parameter creation. I'm providing a functionalities to the customer point of view. You can try to slice down the data based on the discounts that they are providing. So either it is a negative or else a positive. You can try to see the analysis here. Okay, in this chart only, because we just dragged and drop on this line chart. Okay, fine. See here, and one more. You are showcasing total sales as well as sales after discounted value, correct? Both the values on hover, you are observing the total sales value and the sales after discounted value. Okay, with 7% discount, what is my value? That is 5.25 lakh. Okay, fine. I want to see the difference value, difference between my total sales and sales after discount. So I just want to see the difference between those two. Can someone please help me either to get this done to find out the difference? Are we going to use a measure or calculated column? No, it's your turn. You're seeing something like total sales and sales after discount, right? Correct? I want to see the difference value in this visualization. I don't want to manually go and make use of a calculator. Okay. How can we get the difference? Help me. First, is that a measure or calculated column? To find out the difference, still I'm asking, is that a calculated column or as a measure? It's our turn. Responses please in the chat. Good. It's a measure because here we are working on the number part. We need to find out the differences between the sales after discount and my total sales. Just a subtraction only, mean value. Try to create a new measure, select the new measure, name as difference after discount. Sales after discount minus total sales. Validate it, validate. Just try to drag and drop. So see here, drag and drop. Now you can tell me, is this a right visualization? Total sales is there, sales after discount is there, and difference sales after, I mean, differences between the sales after discount value, that is also we are providing. Is this a right visualization? Maybe I can just try to drag and drop the differences here. Is this required to provide this information to get this? Is this required? How it looks like? These are all common mistakes. Okay. So once you created a measure that is difference, okay, for the sales, you no need to bring it onto the y-axis. It's a line. Again, it's a line. You no need to bring here. I want to showcase whenever, if my customer on hover on this visualization, I want to showcase that number that is a difference sales after difference value. That's it. I don't want to showcase it as a separate line chart, something like this, a different color. Understood? Is that clear? You no need to provide this line chart to showcase the difference. So both of your total sales and discount sales, that is in the above, and you no need to project the difference value as a line. So how can we get the difference then? So here we have an option name called tooltip. Okay. Whenever, if my customer is on hover on this chart, line chart, we have to visualize this difference sales value. We don't need to showcase it as a separate line. Okay. See here, I'm just trying to remove it, or else you can just try to drag and drop here also. Okay. So whenever, if I'm trying to unhover, is the difference value is observed or else not? You can tell me. Is that available? Difference. Maybe I'll just try to give some name. Difference sales. Is that available? That is the difference value. The end user point of view, they do need to calculate it with some other tools. We can just try to showcase that number also here. Okay. Understood? Is that clear? Fine. Save it. Let me take one more chart. So as I'm trying to complete this page, sales view page. That's what, right? Here, I've given the parameter range positives, maybe minus 25% to positive value, 25%. Yesterday, I just defined with 0 to 50%. So sales discount, maybe if their sales are discounted with negative minus, what is the total sales? So you can see the total sales, current sales is above, and negative value is this. Sales after discount, that is negative with 19%. So just to provide us some negative and positive and negative numbers both in this slider. Maybe if we can, they can start, okay, providing some positive discount with 5%, something like this, 5%. You can see our total sales value after discounted value, along with the differences too. Okay, is that clear? No. Fine. Basically, to showcase to you the negative to the positive side, parameter part, I have just added minus 0.25 to 0.25. And I have configured with the data type decimal, right? I have added 0.0 is the incremented value. After that, I have multiplied with 100. Okay, that's why I'm getting it as an, see here, I'm getting it as an this part, sales discount. See here, minus 25, I have multiplied with 100. So basically, I have to get it as a minus 0.25 multiplied with 100. So minus 25 to positive 24. Okay. Fine. So I want to visualize another chart. So please focus. Important. So I'm expecting an answer from your end only. Please observe. So I'm interested to visualize, okay, state, province, name wise, total sales. So this page is dedicatedly for the sales view. So I want to design state, province, name wise, total sales. Is that easy to build or is complexity? I already chosen a chart that is a simple bar chart, stack bar chart. So here, state, province. So you can consider this state, province name and total sales value, total sales. So we're trying to project all the state information wise total sales. These are all the states, correct? Let me add the data labels too. Data labels. So here our requirement is I want to visualize only the top 10 states based on their total sales. Okay, if I'm getting the maximum highest sales revenue, I want to visualize those 10 states only. So how we are going to project it? Simple question, expecting and right answer for this. We already discussed this part in multiple examples too. How we are going this? So these many states are there. My end user, he is not interested with the other states which is other than the top 10. Okay, I want to visualize only the top 10 states here in this page. How we are going to visualize it? Responses, please. If you are aware, you can tell me, otherwise I will complete it. Is there any option to configure? So if you want to configure on this selected visual, on this selected, see here, this is a selection, a selected. Here we have a filter pane. So what you are expecting, top 10, right? Top 10 states. So try to configure on the state, province, and name. Select it. Basic filtration, we will not select it like Texas manually. Okay, this is the manual selection of top 10. So don't do that. So if you can try to down arrow, there is a down arrow option we have, that is top N. Try to select, provide the number, whether you are expecting the 5 or else a 10, you have to specify the number here. Okay, and by value, what is the value we are considering? Total sales. Just try to drag and drop your total sales, measure and apply the filter. This is your top 10 states based on the total sales. So if you are observing, this is the sales value. Okay, and on the top of it, I want to visualize with maybe some different color. Okay, instead of a blue color, I want to visualize, okay, highest with some different color, maximum total sales which has been generated with some different color, and to lowest I want to differentiate with some different color. How we are going to do that? See here, to get this done, we have a functionality name called conditional formatting. Select your visual bar chart, bars. By default the color is blue. So we already discussed there are 3 different options to implement the conditional formatting, right? Can someone please respond? What is the default parameter? What is the default conditional formatting parameter? See here, this is the default color, blue color. If you can select the FX button, you can see default is, by default, it will be get selected with gradient, rules, and field values. Field values is nothing but a measure. Okay. So I'm just trying to make use of gradient only. Gradient is nothing but a color scale wise. Okay. Color scale of highest of selected measure, that is the total sales, and lowest. Okay, it will automatically define. Okay, highest value with some specified color, lowest value as per the total sales value. We have to specify some color coding. Okay, so are we counting the state provinces here, or else the total value, I mean total sales value is our measure? We have to decide what field we should be based on the color coding. Are we counting the state province name here on this visualization? Are we counting, or else the total sales value wise we are defining the color? You have to decide it. So please remember what field should be based on. So this is the measure field, not we are not counting any state province name. Just trying to select the measure sales, total sales. Gradient, the color scale wise. So I'm just trying to make use of highest with some purple, light color. So lowest, I'm not specifying any values. Maybe if there is any interest on the middle color, we can add it as a middle color by default, yellow. Okay, we'll get it as an yellow. You can change it after that. Okay, by default, it is an yellow. Select OK, so that automatically the range, the color range has been defined on your visualization. Okay. So I'll just try to remove this legend. Total sales 3.8 is the lowest and the highest is 9.74 million. Middle value 6.80 million. So I'll just try to remove the legend part. So you can do it here. Legend is not required. Just try to turn off the legend. That's it. Okay. Let me adjust it. Is that clear to you? This bar chart, which I have defined now. Is that clear? Clear or else unclear? Let me know. Simple. So we have to configure it here. Okay. So customer category name wise, we have a less number of categories only. See here. We have a customer category table, sales customer, and a customer category table. Where it is here. We have a less number of categories only. So I'm going to choose a donut chart. Okay, less number of categories. I'm going to choose a donut chart or else a pie chart. It's up to us, okay, because we have less number of categories. And how we are choosing these charts. So as I said, we will get in the requirements to make use of those charts only. Otherwise, it's a freehand for us. So we have to design on our own, okay. We have to think which chart is going to be feasible to visualize it, and then we have to decide. And also while giving the presentations to the customer, we have to justify why we have chosen this chart. Okay, what is the purpose? What is the use of this chart? We have to explain to the customer point of view. If they come up with some different charts, we have to make use of it. Otherwise, it is our responsibility to select the chart and we have to justify it. Okay, while giving the presentations. Fine. So here I'm going to choose, because we have a less number of categories, I can choose it either the bar or else maybe some other, okay, some other chart. But this time I'm going to choose a donut chart. Donut. I need to adjust this one. Let me do it later. Customer category, name wise. Okay, these are the categories. Total sales. Total sales. I don't want to visualize this legend on my right hand side. Right hand side. Customer category with the right hand side. I'm going to visualize these legends on the donut itself. So this is my donut, right? See here, focusing mode. I don't want to visualize on the right hand side. Okay, these categories. I want to visualize on the top of these numbers. Okay, so select your slice, select your donut chart, go to the format. So here we can try to provide, instead of center right, I'll just try to details. See here, all details. Okay, I just try to provide all details. Turn off this ledger. That's it. You can get some good space. Okay. So I don't want to visualize this category on the right hand side. See here, by default is on the center right side. I just turned off this particular functionality legends. And here, detailed label part, I have a functionality, the label content, all the information, all details label. So along with the category, number, data value, and percentage. So maybe I'm interested with only category and the data value. I can showcase in this way. Okay, only the category and number. And whenever if you are trying to unhover, the percentage option is still available. Okay. Otherwise, maybe I want to visualize this category with the percentages. I can go with this. It's as per the depends on their requirement. So currently I'm trying to visualize category, number, that is the data value, percentages too. So all the things. So we're trying to showcase in this way. Okay. Let me adjust it. Fine. Is this clear? Is this visual is clear? Donut chart. So don't choose if you have a more number of categories. If you have a less, it is valid visualization. If it is a less number of categories, and if you're using a donut or else a pie chart or tree map, it's good to use. Okay, any one of it. If you have a more number of categories in the sense, this is the one, gift store, corporate, okay, supermarket, these are all the categories. If you have a more number of categories, just like a state provinces, don't use a donut chart or else a pie chart and even the tree map also. These three charts. Clear? Clear now? You have to tell. Any questions on this page development? Any questions? I'll just try to do some cosmetic changes like giving some borders to this. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm just using some special background effect and all. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please let me know. These are all the things we explained, right? Any questions in this page? Any questions, clarity, please let me know. No questions? Fine. So there is no questions then? So these are all alignments we have to do it on our own. So as per the neatness as well as for visual appearance, okay, we have to do it on our own. So this changes, right? I discussed already. This is in the format. Okay, format your visual part, brush. So multiple options are there. Maybe if you are not able to find, here we can try to search it. Maybe I'm expecting something like shadow effect. I can just try to type it here. Okay, maybe instead of using the vertical scroller, we can just type for the search. Okay, maybe I'm expecting something like a title, means title. Okay, title. I want to change something like a title. I can change it like customer category here. Customer category, something like this. Understood? Is it clear, this part? 1 second. I'll just try to do a duplicate of it. Okay, this page. Giving the name as quantity view. Quantity view. This one is the sales view and this is my quantity view. So let's try to add the quantity related fields in this page. Okay, these cards I'm not disturbing in these cards. These cards is common. And here, as of now, this is the sales discount related. Okay, and this is also total sales related visual. And even the bar chart and donut chart is related to total sales related values only. What I will do in this is I will try to make use of total quantity related. So here the parameter, right? Parameter, sales after discount, these are all related to sales related. I will just try to convert to an quantity related because we are trying to define a separate page to the customer. So two different pages, sales view means sales statistic I want to visualize and quantity related means, and another page I have considered here that is the quantity view. Fine. Here, instead of sales discount, I have already created a parameter, right? Yesterday, increase of quantity. Let me add it. This way, I'll just try to add it. Add this parameter. So you can see something like, is there any interaction? You can tell, is there any interaction if I change something, increase of quantity in any visual? No, because here you have to pass that. Okay, as of now, there is no quantity related stuff. You have to pass this quantity related measure, which is a dedicated measure. So just try to add the quantity, total quantity. That's my total quantity. So currently still there is no interaction with this slicer to my line chart. So we have to incorporate this slicer measure to the quantity information. That one also we created yesterday. Let me showcase that. Quantity. This one. See here. Total quantity plus total quantity into increase of quantity. This is my measure. So to pass this measure, right, we have used this into increase of quantity value. So just try to drag and drop this particular value, this particular increase of quantity measure here, so that we can see the difference with the 24%. What is my total quantity? After providing the increase of the quantity with 24%, what is the value? Okay, total quantity value. You can see it. Okay, remove the difference. It's not related to the sales, it's related to the quantity. Okay, don't forget. So see here, you are observing on this line chart, total quantity value as well as after 24% of improvements of my quantity percentage, what is my value? Okay, 3,44,740 with 20%, and total quantity value you already observing 2,45,737. Okay, just try to provide the difference value here also. Everyone following, right? Here we are trying to design a page related to the quantity stuff, and the previous page is related to the sales view related. Sales data only I'm maintaining. See here, sales related stuff only I'm maintaining here. These are all visualizations. These cards are common in the new page as well. Common columns, common cards. And I'm trying to change here the other visual parameters and values. Okay. So here, try to create a difference. Increase of quantity minus total quantity. Validate it. Validate it. Just try to add it here. Tooltip. Okay. So whenever if I'm trying to unhover, you can see the values differences too. And let's try to remove the commas, decimal values, .88, and provide the comma separated both of the total quantity and increase of quantity value. Provide the comma separator there. Comma separator. total quantity to difference. Okay. Fine. I'm just doing for the difference in sales as well, comma separator in the previous page value. Okay. Fine. So just try to add the total sales instead of a total sales, try to add the total quantity. We know this total quantity and remove this, and you have just duplicated the page, right? Whatever the changes that have done in the previous, it will be get added in the duplicate page also. So see here, filter part previously I have added state, province, name by total sales, but this page we are dedicatedly designing for the quantity related. So in that kind of a scenario, just try to clear the filter selection, add quantity value, that is the total quantity value here. Okay, apply it so that the numbers as well as the states will get changed. Okay, top 10. Please remember this point. This is not for total sales. Just try to remove it. Add the total quantity. Total quantity. So this page is dedicatedly for total quantity related, and the previous page we have designed it for sales stuff. Okay. So to my customer, if I can try to publish this report, now you can tell me if I can publish this report, how many pages are visible. If you can start publishing this report onto the services, Power BI services, how many pages are visible? Visible in the sense they can able to see. End user. 2 pages I have hidden. So these pages, anyway, they are not able to see. I have hide this page in the development part. And these 2 pages are visible to my customer. Right? Yes, no. If you can publish right away this report, you can see these 2 pages. So that means you can observe both of this sales view and even the quantity view. Correct? Yes or no? Responses, please. We are in the last, right? Expecting some answers too. If we can publish this report onto the Power BI services, which is our cloud-based environment, he can view, he can see this sales view report. This is my first page, and quantity view also. Okay, both of the pages, 2 pages he is going to observe. So our requirement is he don't want to view this quantity view page. From sales view only, he can try to navigate. Okay, maybe I'm going to create some buttons. Please focus. This is important concept. Okay, the functionalities part, and also very easy concept. So from sales view, whenever if my customer, he can try to select the quantity view button. It will be navigate to the quantity view, and from the quantity view, if you want to move to the sales view page, okay, from the quantity view page, I will provide one more button to navigate to the sales view. So to get this done, first let's try to create some buttons here. So there is a concept and options name called buttons. We can create it. So where I can find the buttons. There are different types of buttons here. So if you can go here, insert tab. Here we have concept, we have a tab name called buttons. So multiple options are there, like a left arrow, want to navigate, or else a right arrow. They recently added, okay? And you want to reset the complete activity, kind of a button wise. So what I will do in this is I want to create it as a button, right? I will create it as a blank button, okay? Just try to create it as a blank button. Create it. Let me add it here. Maybe I'll just adjust these slices. I'm currently in the sales view page, okay? Sales view page. I'm just trying to adjust these slices. Here I'm trying to add the buttons, okay? 2 buttons. So let me give some names to these buttons too. So two buttons, right? Just try to copy paste it, or else maybe you can choose one more button too. It's up to you. Insert buttons. I'm using a blank only, blank option. Okay, either you can choose any one of the options too. I mean, I feel like instead of using some arrows and all, if I can try to provide a button kind of a feature to the customer, it is easy for them to navigate to and fro, right? So that's why I'm choosing a blank button. Okay, select it, try to add some format changes, like I would change, give the names of it, buttons names, view, yeah, format. Default, it is a rectangle. As of now, I selected the rectangle only. So give some names to this, okay? Sales view, currently I'm using the sales view, add it, enable sales view. Using the font type with Arial and 10 is fine, black color. So currently I'm in the sales view. Is that required to navigate to something? I'm currently in the sales view page. Is that required to navigate to some other? No, right? So what I will do in the sense, I will make it as a disable kind of an approach. Okay, I will just try to, even though there is a sales view, I'm providing a button to this. What I will do in the sense, I will make it as a disable kind of a feature. Whenever, if my customer on hover on this, there is no selection will be get happen because I'm currently in the sales view page. So see here, what I'm doing, I've created a button and I'm trying to add the names to it. So text I have added as a sales view and increase the font with Arial. Okay, black color. And fill up. So as I said, I'll just try to make it as a disable kind of a color. Just try to provide it. See here, color has been changed to gray color. And also whenever, if you can try to on hover on this button, I'll just try to provide one more color. Okay. See here, there is no interaction now. See this, whenever I'm trying to on hover, same only. So what I will do in the sense, here we have a default state, change it to on hover. As I said, fill up whenever I'm trying to on hover on the sales view. I'll just make it as in something a dark. Okay, great. See this. There is no functionality. So, I mean, I'm not providing any interaction to navigate to some other. I'm just giving a hint to my customer. It's a disabled with the gray color like this. I'm not providing any navigation to this page. So currently I'm in the sales view and I have written the name of this sales view. And here I changed the information with fill up with blank. I mean, like this dark colors. So whenever if my on hover is going on here on this button, it shows something like there is no navigation, just a button only. Okay, just giving some information. This is current page. Okay, current page. So like that, maybe I'll just try to do some more things like border change. Select it, border, and shadow. Okay, but I'm not providing any interaction. Maybe if it's not that much good, let me disable it. Shadow is not that much. This is fine, I think. Okay, clear to you, or else any questions, concerns here, this particular one. But this one, right, please observe, I'm going to give in a name as quantity view. So current one is whenever I'm trying to unhover, this is my current page. And this button, another button, I'm going to provide similar activity with different color because I want to navigate from this page to the another page, similar functionalities with different color. And also I'm going to give an action to this button. So how we are going to do that? Select it, select this button, do the same activity. See here, default, apply settings to default, enable the text. So you have to write the text here, quantity, quantity view. Please observe if you feel something like not understood, raise your hand. Okay. Give the name as a quantity view. Arial font, same font. Okay. 14 only I have provided to the previous button. Add the 14 and black color. Okay, black color. Up to this part is clear. I think so. And after that, fill up, fill up, fill this with some other color. Maybe I'll just try to use a color with white. See here, white. And whenever, if my customer on hover, I will provide a differentiation with some different color too. Default, it is a white color. If you can try to on hover on this card, I mean this particular button, provide some different color as a differentiation on hover. Fill up, not a white color, try to use some other, maybe light blue. See here, okay. To this button, try to provide a navigation because currently we are viewing the sales view. I want to provide an action to this button. So how to do that? Very simple. See here, select it. Here we have an action functionality, action, enable it. So what you want to provide an action. So I don't want to navigate back. I want to navigate page from this current page to the next page. Page navigation is there, page navigation. Try to select the destination. So where we want to navigate, I want to navigate to the next page, that is quantity view. Just try to select it. Provide the maybe tooltip files, provide the name of it. Okay, it's a quantity view. Quantity view. If you can try to on-hover, it is a quantity view. See here. Previously, it is like just an arrow. If you can try to on-hover, there is a hand symbol. Is that you are observing the difference here? Responses, please. There is no connectivity to this. We are providing an action to this quantity view. Did you find out the differences here between these two? Hand is coming up. Okay. So from here, this page, I can navigate to the another page too. So we have to use a control button in Power BI desktop. Okay. Currently, if you want to navigate to the next page, you have to make use of control button, control and press enter, so that you are trying to navigate to the another page. Everyone following? Currently, I'm viewing this quantity view page. Everyone following? What happened? Responses, please. If you're not understood, that's what I'm saying. Please respond it back so that I can get a clarity. So you are understood or not. Okay. So I have provided an action to this quantity view with some different, whenever I'm trying to on hover with some color, I can navigate from this page, current page, sales view page to the next page. So in Power BI desktop, to navigate, to check the control, right, we have to make use of control plus enter. Select it, click, so that it will be get navigated. Once you publish this report under the services, you don't need to use the control button. You can directly select the arrow mark is the right hand button. You can directly select it. In Power BI desktop, you no need this function. I mean, you don't need to press the control. Okay, it will be direct select only. Okay, let's try to design the same configuration, same buttons in the quantity view page. So what I will do in this is personally, I will select these cards. I'll just try to add it. That's it. And reverse it. Okay, just try to provide an action to this. Remove the action for this quantity view. That's what I'm going to perform. Okay, let me remove it quickly. And let me add these slices again. Because alignment and all I have done here. So I don't want to redo again. So I'm just trying to copy paste these slices in this page. Okay. You want me to showcase this button creation here, or else is that fine? I just to copy paste it. Is that okay? Means okay, or else if you want me to showcase one more time, I'm ready to showcase. Just a kind of a reference here. That's it. We are currently viewing the sales people. So that's why I'm not providing any action to this, right? Just a reference only. Currently, we are in the sales view. Otherwise, we can remove it, not a problem. We can just add the quantity view, we can navigate it. So in the next page, we are going to provide an action to this sales view. We are going to disable here. That's it. Clear? Just for our reference, I'm adding this button, okay, in the sales view means this is currently we are observing the sales view. Okay. For our reference part only, I'm adding the sales view. Actually not required. One button is fine to navigate to and fro. And here, try to provide an action to this. On hover, whenever I'm trying to on hover, color, I will try to change it to this. See here, color I changed. And provide something like an action to action default white. Okay, default I provided as a white color. Whenever I'm trying to on hover blue, light blue, if there is no on hover, white color. And provide an action to this button. Okay, action is there, action, enable action. We can provide the page navigation to the destination page, sales page, select it. And tooltip, just try to add it. Whenever if you are trying to place right, see here, if I place my cursor, you can see something like control plus click here to follow, correct? Control plus click here to follow link. So instead of that, we are giving some name, sales view page, navigate to the sales view page. Just try to add it. Sales view page, something like this. So that if I can on hover, it showcase me something like, okay, I can navigate from here by selecting this button to sales view. Okay, tooltip part. So try to disable the action here to this quantity view. Default gray and fill up with on hover. Okay, okay, dark, something like this. Okay, and try to turn off this action. You don't need to provide any action to this button. Turn off it so that, sorry, I don't have the tooltip. Sorry, action. Turn off the action so that there is no way to navigate to some other. We are currently in the quantity view page. So I want to navigate to the sales view. So just try to select it. Select it. So to and fro, we can try to navigate it by using this button. So what I will do in the sense, I will hide this page, hide it. So I'm going to visualize only this page, sales view. By using this sales view, I can go quantity view page and take some decisions accordingly as per the data. And from the quantity view page, I want to navigate it back to the sales view. I can navigate it via buttons. Okay. In this way, we are going to configure. Okay, save it. Clear to everyone or else any questions? Is that clear? This button creation is clear or else any questions? Responses, please. Respond. Is that clear? Fine. So these buttons, right, we created and we can navigate to and fro. So maybe if we can try to publish this report, only one page is visible. So I'm just trying to publish my report into some one of the workspace. Select it. Let me open. So this account is created, right, from your end. Is that created? Hope everyone connected. Account creation I already showcased to you the process. very confidential process. Please make sure that you are alone using, okay? Don't share it. The processing part. I'm trying to connect to the Power BI services. So just published into one of the workspace Synapse. So I'm just navigating, okay? Synapse Analytics. So here's sales statistical analysis. Just try to select it so that we can see only one page that is sales statistic page. So to my customer point of view, you can try to slice down the data here and see the analysis. And even if you want to select something, right, something like a status or else some customer category, you can view the statistics accordingly, okay, between the range. Okay. And from here, you want to navigate, okay, before sharing these reports to the customer, we have to thoroughly do the testing. Okay, unit testing has to be mandatory. And if you want to navigate to the another page, which is getting highlighted, see here, highlighted, you can navigate it to the quantitative view too. Okay, this is the quantitative view page. You can see the values which you are observing now. And also he can try to slice the data based on the categories that we are providing. Okay. And one more thing, as I discussed, is this visual? Is this correct? Is this insights are correct? Can I showcase this way? The blank information. Can we showcase this blank information to the customer? We discussed this part too. We don't have any data for the city name about town. Is that good to provide the visualizations with the blank data? So it is our responsibility to validate it. That's what I'm saying. So we have to check, okay, why it is coming. If there is no data like this, if there is no insight, we have to filter this information not to showcase the blank values, okay, on the visualization part. Select it, select it. I'm showcasing one more time, please observe. Select it. So I'm choosing a field total sales. Just try to drag and drop, okay. You cannot filter here, okay, you cannot filter here. You have to filter on the total sales part. E is not blank. Just apply this. Okay, E is not blank value only. I want to visualize it. So these are all like is there is no blank information. Okay, like that quantity also. Quantity also. See here, this page as well. See this. Okay, select it, select it. Filter on this visual, filter based on the city name. Try to add not the total sales. Okay, this time this page is dedicated for the total quantity. Add it. E is not blank. Okay, is less than value, greater than, is equal to, is not equal to, is blank. Okay, if you want to visualize is blank, you want to go with this. Or here our requirement is not to showcase the blank, not blank, apply it. So these are all the states, these are all the cities or else states, which is not a blank. So let's try to republish it again. Okay, this is my report. And going back to my main page, don't, even if you are saving here, navigate back to the main page only. This is my main page, first page, publish it again, republish. Sales analytics, select it. And it will ask you, do you want to replace the current data set as well as the report? Yes, do this. And let's try to refresh here. Once completed, refresh here. Okay, refresh. So clear. So you can see something like we have an information. Okay. We have an information. Understood or else any clarity required? Please let me know. Responses, please. These are all the dynamically, the color is getting changed. Orders negative and quantity value is little bit positive compared with the previous year. 3,612, 4,800. Total sales is negative. So current value 66.29K is negative compared with the previous year. And the percentage is minus 4.86 percentage. And for this location, we have only one customer. Okay, previous year is one customer, current year is also one customer. Okay, like that, the business owners, they can try to do. So this particular city belongs to this state. This state. This city belongs to this state. Understood? Any questions? Raise it right away. There is no limit for buttons. We can create it as per the requirements. Okay, you can create as per the requirements. There is no limitations. Got it? Maybe the same slices which I'm using in my current page, the same slices, I have used some slices here. I want to affect the same slices on the next page. You have to use sync slicer. So currently it is not impacting. If you are observing, I'm currently in the quantity view, it is not reflected. See here, the sales view has selected some slices, but in the quantity view, it is not reflecting. So how can we do that? Again, my customer, he is not going to select the same slices, right? Navigating here, try to select the same slices. So what we will do in the sense, we will try to use the sync slices. So let me showcase you that process again. See here, I have removed the sync slices. How can we affect it? Select the slicer, go to the selection here, or else maybe directly you can navigate to the slicing slicer option. Just try to use it. These two pages, just try to sync it. For this part also, sync it. Simple process. This one too. Okay. It's affected, right? You're observing the slices. Next page. Fine. Let's try to republish it one more time. Republish it. Using this as main page. Publish. So I'm showcasing the complete method. I mean, what we will do in the real-time part, even the validation, how we are going to do it. Please observe and let me know if you have any queries or else any concerns too. Okay. Even if here, if you're observing, I missed to provide the comma separator. That is mandatory, important. Okay, comma separators are required. Otherwise, they will ask, we will get a questions from the users. Okay, why there is no limiters? Before sharing this report to someone, thoroughly validate it and share this report to customers or else stakeholders. Okay, save it, save it, republish it again. Multiple times we can republish it. Okay, until we will get the, I mean, confirmation, the values confirmation from the end user. Until that, we have to perform the development and publish this report, provide an access to them. So currently I'm in the sales view. So let me clear the selection. So see here, there is a defaultly some cache is getting stored. So see here, defaultly our slices are getting stored. You can select it. You can just select it manually instead of using the slicer selection. You can remove this, okay, which you have made some slicer selection. So we're just trying to reset the filters. Okay. So currently I'm in the sales view. I'm trying to select some cities, state also. Okay. Some category like customer store is blank. Let me select the corporate. It's also blank. Novelty shop. Fine. And I'll just try to slice down the data that is the date. So these are the values in the sales. On the next page, right, I don't want to do the selection criteria between the range and the city, novelty shop, and then Alaska. I will navigate directly to the quantity view. I can see the numbers. I can see the quantity related numbers. Both. You're observing? Everyone, you're following? You are with me, right? You don't need to do the same selection criteria. This is already applied. It's already there. So that is an advantage. Suppose I want to remove the filter selection here on both of the pages, I can use the reset slicer. That's it. Reset. So in sales view also, you can see the blank, I mean, resetting of your filters. Okay, simple. Fine. I'm stopping up to this part. If you have any questions, you can raise it right now. Okay. And the next class, right, we have few more functionalities like a drill through, how it will be navigate drill through. Okay. As of now, one page. Even if I can create few more pages for the development part, I can showcase this page only. And if I want to see the detailed information, so see here, novelty shop is there, 70.8% of business or else total sales has been generated. Okay. But I want to see the detailed statistics, like on which date, what is the customer name, and who has done the total sales value. On each and every day wise, I want to bring that analysis. Understand? So Texas, if you are observing the Texas state, 9.7 is the total value. I want to see the detailed information on each and every day. Who is the, which person and what are the sales, what is the quantity value, how many orders he has been done. So the detailed way I want to see the analysis. How to do that? The detailed analysis from here, from this page to the detailed page. So how we are going to implement this drill through mechanism from one page to the another page. Okay, that concept we are going to discuss on Monday. Please join. It's important session. Okay, drill through mechanisms are important. So the final goal should be something like I am going to visualize this page only and the complete metrics, the detailed level, my end user, he can try to see the analysis. That's the main criteria. Understood? Understood? That's the next concept. Fine. I'm stopping, and if you have any queries to ask, maybe the previous examples or some other queries, please bring it to me so that we will discuss. And I'm ready to clear the doubts if you have. Okay. Is that good? Everyone. Tejas, are you following? Randomly, I'm asking. Tejas, you're following or else any queries, concerns? Gaurav, everyone following? Just a question, right? Following or not following? Yes, no, that's it. Fine. Fine then. Please try to complete this part. I'm expecting the snapshots from everyone. So you have to showcase me similar way. Okay, maybe you can use the different colors. Maybe it's my taste. You can use your own colors, but maybe I'm just as a suggestion, right? Please make sure that you are going to use the light color. Okay, instead of a dark or as something like art colors, please make sure that you can use light colors. Expecting from you this page and even this snapshot also, quantity view snapshot too. Expecting this part. Complete it as a hands-on and share it with me. Okay, fine then. I'm stopping my screen sharing and we'll connect Monday. Okay, thanks. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day and happy weekend. Bye.